It's summer and it's 2022 and I'm trying to be quiet because my apartment is just so loud. This is my third time making it. I made it in 2020 and I made it in 2021, and this is my 2022 review, and hopefully for 2023 I will not have any relation to TaskRabbit, but more on that later. Pro number 1, the ability to update your work area freely. Earlier this year, January of 2022, I moved from California to Washington State. I didn't have too much of a transition stage or like a limbo stage where I was completely unemployed. I kind of did maybe like the first month in January. I really took it slow. I'm realizing now like I didn't fully understand the geographic area of my city, so I think my work area was way too small. Now that I kind of have a feel for everything, I am getting consistent leads. Pro number 2, it is a nice, legitimate stepping stone that you could use to become independent. And then onto the cons. Hard to get a hold of regarding important tax info because they use a different company to issue 1099s. They won't let you speak to the third party directly. With my handywoman business, I have registered to be a LLC so that I can take clients that would hire me directly. I had updated my bank account so that all my payments from TaskRabbit would go to my LLC, but they still issued a 1099 and 1099 to my personal social security number. 2021 is already over, so my accountant was like, need to message them about 2022 so they do it correctly. And I have been messaging them so many times. I've been on live chat trying to talk to somebody, and they're like, well, we don't provide employer identifying number. I'm not asking for you guys' EIN. I'm trying to provide my business EIN because I want the app to pay my business, not my personal social security number. Money from that I've earned on TaskRabbit has not been paid to my personal bank account in like over 2 years. I'm still having trouble connecting with somebody. I've emailed them after the chat. They said, oh, you have this ticket number now and you can refer to it until we hear back from our third party, which is called Stripe. I still have not heard anything. They said, okay, let us get your email and your phone number in case we need to contact you, and nothing. So I have to probably get on live chat for the 4th or the 5th time to follow up with that. So if it's not possible, just freaking say so. And this is not my personal experience, but I've gotten this comment from my 2021 TaskRabbit review video from multiple people. Apparently, when you try to become a tasker, they will charge, I think, about a $25 fee so that they can do your background check or like a registration fee. And they will take that money from these people that want to apply to become a tasker. And then they will notify them after they've already processed the payment that TaskRabbit does not serve their area, serve their work area, serve their city or something. That would be the reason why they don't allow them to be taskers, and they won't issue them a refund. Like if you're telling them because they can't be a tasker because they have like a criminal background or they have something that they can't allow you to be, going into people's homes or whatever, the process of checking your background, they did that service, then yeah, it should be deemed just to take that money because they did the check for you. So if you're trying to be a tasker, make sure that, I don't know how you really try to verify, make sure that TaskRabbit does serve the area that you want to work in. So 2020, I said pros: access to huge network of clients, that's still true. Ability to set your own rates, that's still true. And the app facilitates the payment process. Cons: the app adds a 15% cut on top of your rate, and they've added other fees since then too, like customer service or something. They have lackluster customer service. Because it's a big app, there's a lot of competition. 2021 review, the pros were consistent leads, which is kind of similar to 2022, but you can raise your rate quickly, and there's a cancellation fee. That still kind of works now, but they are really pushing the client to try to reschedule with the tasker, and the loophole that they can use, the clients can use, is like, say they do want to reschedule and you're like, okay, well, I get it, like things happen, or they get COVID, so you reschedule for a week later or whatever, and then they'll still cancel. Cons for 2021, I said, initial review of forfeited job can negatively affect your metrics even if it's not your fault. So you have to contact them directly through live chat to let them know that they erroneously affected your metrics. No heads up about clients being able to book you at the exact same time. Scheduling is all on you. I have been full-time on TaskRabbit, aka full-time as a self-employed handywoman, since October of 2019. Before I became a self-employed handywoman, I used to be a full-time salaried forensic economist, associate economist for a small litigation support firm. And basically I worked on generating economic damages reports for civil suits, and my boss was the expert economist, and he would testify on the reports that I would generate. Now, he would check it, analyze it, make a lot of corrections, obviously, but that's basically what the job was. I quit that job in June of 2019. I went to my local trade school in LA, and I took carpentry, plumbing to learn handiwork, as I had absolutely no experience. And then I worked briefly as a plumbing apprentice, like a week, and then I worked for a couple months for a big rental property doing maintenance, and then I just became full-time on TaskRabbit doing furniture assembly, home repair, electrical, and plumbing in California. I would give clients from my TaskRabbit jobs my business card, and I allowed them to hire me directly if they so choose for the next time. And that also generated like referrals from them to their friends that were not through TaskRabbit at all. In Washington, the rules are a little bit strict about the other trades. So I'm only doing home repair, assembly, and TV mounting. No plumbing, no electrical, which makes me so sad because I do like the other trades, but it is what it is. As far as my business in 2020, well, business like lumping everything together, TaskRabbit, and people hire me directly. 2020 was obviously a wash, right? Because of what happened. 2021, 53% of my earnings, like calculating everything for 2021, that was all in California. 53% of my earnings were direct hire, hiring me through my LLC, and 47 were from TaskRabbit. 2022 moved to Washington, started clients from 0. 6 months later, 45% is from direct hire. As of summer 2022, I'm booked out about a week in advance, and which I think is great because a lot of what I do are things that people want done right away or in a couple of days. Like they order stuff on Amazon, and in a couple of days they want those things installed. A week is pretty good. I think anything beyond that, if it starts to rack up more, I'm gonna raise my rates again. Do I make more than what I used to make as an economist? Now, I didn't make like top earning 6 figures or anything like that most economists usually make. I work for a very small firm. This is like straight after getting my bachelor's in economics. So adjusting how much I was getting paid, adjusting for inflation and expected raises, I would say what I make now, I make about $5,000 more than what I would have made or would be making if I stayed at my econ job. The services I won't or can't provide, I won't provide contact paper or wallpaper install services. It is so tedious. I cannot cut straight lines. I just suck at it, so I'm not doing that. Garage door repairs, I get a lot of requests for. I think it's highly dangerous. I'm not doing that. Big renovation jobs, I can't do that. Monetary limit here in Washington is $2,000. As with California, it's $500, and that's including materials. $2,000 is like more than enough, but if it's a big renovation job, I cannot do. And I also kind of like that because I like being able to come home at the end of the job and then knowing that I don't have to go back. Services I've gotten better at I've definitely gotten a lot better at assembly and I love it. It's so therapeutic for me. Repairing bifold doors, closet doors, drilling holes with a hole saw. Oh my gosh. I made a video about this. Like, I took one construction carpentry job in like the first couple of months of working on TaskRabbit, and I did a horrible job. I locked my client's closet door in. She had to call a locksmith. It was awful, and I was just like traumatized by it. But now, like, I can bore new holes for doorknobs or peepholes like, quite easily with a hole saw, and I think it's fun. It's easy. TV mounting, I was scared of for a lot of reasons. Like, finding a stud was so difficult in the beginning, but now I'm like, I'm good. I have a good stud finder. Lastly, my hopes. I want to get better at drywall patching because I think it's fun and it's like an art form a little bit, and I do enjoy doing it. I'm just not that great at it, but I want to get better at it. And then I also want to figure out a way to volunteer more or volunteer. I did Habitat for Humanity a couple times in California. I want to do that here in Washington. Biggest goal is to get off TaskRabbit completely by 2023 and just be a full-fledged LLC, independent handywoman working for myself. So those are my goals. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in videos like this and vlog style of like jobs I went on that week and my dog Sugar, the dog part of this channel, feel free to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you later. Peace.
Pull the key out the ignition. Run your mouth but I never listen. You hold me back, will never last. Keep talking all your shit. Wondering how all this started. You left me broken hearted. You flip my words, yeah, this love hurts. Keep talking all your shit.